to be here.
Masha is in Kyiv, and I'm very happy that we're not doing this through what's its face through
Like remote.
yeah. I was gonna say actually, if you're gonna be here for a while, and if we're gonna restart unmasking for like that, we don't have to have like a big production. But what we can do is we can like set a camera on the table and
Mm-hmm.
like sit closer to it on the couch and still talk on the couch.
Yeah.
Just have like a one facing angle.
No, absolutely. And in general, I was thinking that like I would like to do a podcast with like film maybe outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if it's less editing, like if you're not as worried about like like weather changing and stuff like that, but having actually like
We
the
can
sounds of the
we can
world
sit
and
in
just
different cafes every time.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just yeah, so stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey, a little entertainment while I'm on a
A
plane
little.
waiting on a delay. Oh, well, I'm sorry for that, Odin. Don't be delayed. Hi, Dan. Oh, hi, Sherry. Wow, hello. Yeah, I like the funniest thing is that like I did announce this as happening, but
Uh-huh.
like because like there is cross audiences between like my channel and then like I haven't gone live in a while and then I did go live for a couple of days
Mm-hmm.
in a row and it was always like not like new old people as in like
Yeah.
people I haven't seen in a while
Mm-hmm.
coming back, but like different lives, different people. Yeah, so Masha.
Julia.
I know.
Well, just in case, so we're all on the same page.
Yeah, in case people forgot what our names are. So we figured we would do a little livey live, and I have received a lot of questions about unmasking and whether it's going to be coming back or not coming back or like what's going on. So Rima is away on duty, and she is not in a position where I think. Well, maybe she can like sometimes give commentary or something, but like she's
Not in a place for a full production.
well, yeah, she also got like promoted, and so she's away much longer now than she's not away, and her schedule is kind of like they tell her to go and she goes, like
I
as
think
a
that's how army works,
yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, in many ways.
Yeah, but it was less like that in the beginning. It's just gotten like a lot more kind of all over the place in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so she's definitely not present. However, Masha is kind of back.
Kind of back, and yeah, potentially back to Kyiv. Uh,
Which is amazing because original.
original. The crew is back.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, so we figured since did you get any people asking about unmasking ever?
yeah, a little bit. Just in general about like unmasking, and I think like the cross pollination of some people who like watch your stuff and my stuff and unmasking. Just in general asking is like, what's up? Like,
Yeah.
where have you been?
Yeah, yeah.
We've missed some information about Ukraine, and I'm like, well, I'm glad that there's other people still doing it because I just burned
Yeah.
out to the
Oh,
point
me
where I
too.
couldn't look at myself in the camera.
Yeah, me too. I feel that a lot. Yeah, and also like unmasking was like a big production, so Masha and I ended up arguing over the production quite a bit. Like not necessarily production, but it was like a big commitment.
It was just more pressure than I
Yeah.
think it needed to be.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think we were overthinking it a little bit, especially in the sense of like the way Ukrainians produce stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's very high end production because
Yeah.
it's pretty cheap to do.
Yeah.
Like because if we really wanted to, like I've been researching this,
Yeah.
like there are literally like podcast rooms where we
Yeah,
can like do it for like 5,000 grivnas
Mm-hmm.
for an hour of filming with the camera person, with the camera, like with all of
Really?
it. Yes.
When I was looking it up, it was so much more expensive. Maybe I wasn't looking in the right
I'll show
places.
you if
Yeah.
you want. But yeah, pretty much it's all of that, and they send you like I think it's like 10K with them editing it.
Oh,
Like it's literally all of it,
so $250.
but with like everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's relatively.
I just don't know how well a non-English speaking person can.
No,
Yeah.
no, I mean we would have to give time codes, but it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah.
It's interesting.
But yeah, point is that like Ukrainians do like very big production, and also like our production was quite big, right? And it was one of those things where like we had to manage our schedules, we had to be here, we had to prepare for
I
it.
think
We
we
had
also
to do
were
like
a lot more overworked than we are now.
yeah, yeah.
Like you were very busy with your work. I was very busy with my work. I also knew that I had the second season Dare to Ukraine coming up, and I would be
Yeah.
going to the village, and I just physically wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
So
So there was a lot happening, and then obviously season 2 happened with Rima, and I think Rima has a lot to say, but also a lot of it was like focused on like online harassment of like military people and things like that. And at some point, it felt like our topics started getting repetitive, and obviously, like as someone who's in the military, Rima is interested in like in a specific like in a
Scope of
specific
topics.
conversation, and I feel like unmasking was always supposed to be more so just like talking about the world and the state of like us in the world. It was supposed to be not necessarily super
Like
political.
a cute girly chat, but just about the state of the world and not like makeup per se.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like just us figuring out sort of how to like navigate this new reality that we live in, and like, you know, it was supposed to be relatable to like everyone in a sense of like
Well, little did we know that it's going to be a lot more relatable
to
a lot more
everyone.
people.
I know. It's like, you know, I think my best like description of what happened in the world was like when the US attacked Iran, everyone was like, "Oh my god, World War 3." And Ukrainians were like, "March. Sunshine." Like
I know,
no
and like I think
blackouts.
everybody's like, I think World War III is about to start, and we're like, it started a while ago. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's we all have a different understanding of what World War III is.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think like I'm curious what people think when they say, oh, World War III is about to begin, or like it feels like World War III is upon us, because
It's
just
been
literally just by the concept of World War III, we are in it. Like there are multiple countries fighting.
these chicks are liberals. Are you aware that like wait,
I don't think we can be liberals living in
Ukraine, but also like
yeah.
I would like to like give a bit of a commentary to American viewers, like in case you didn't know, and I think a lot of you don't know, the world is not the United States, and most people don't have two parties to choose between, and also like if we are not in America, we can't be liberals or
Yeah.
conservatives, or like Republicans or Democrats, because like that's not quite how it works. We have a multi-party system in most of Europe.
I don't know if you had that experience as well, but I think for me it was very maddening when I just moved to the US and I had to fill out documents and they were like, what's your nationality? Like, what's your race? And it was like Caucasian. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, I don't know what mine is. Like,
Right.
is it like, because I'm like, I'm assuming I'm white, but the European wasn't an option. But I would
You're
describe
white.
myself as European, but it was like Caucasian is the only option.
In America, you're white Caucasian, but like,
But yeah, until somebody told me that, I didn't know that.
yeah, but like, but do you know why it's white/Caucasian and
No.
why Americans assume that Caucasian means white? It's because when people were coming to the United States that were actually Caucasian, like it was hard to place them in a category because they have like lots of facial hair and usually darker features, but they have really white skin. So it was like when Americans were trying to place them within a race category, they couldn't. So it became white/Caucasian.
Interesting.
But now white people in America call themselves Caucasians because like white Caucasian, right?
Yep.
But it's not.
Yep.
That's not what it means. You're not Caucasian. Caucasians are in Caucasus. Caucasus are mountains. That's a region in the world.
Yeah.
But wait, there was someone saying that they feel overwhelmed in the world. Are those microphones? They look like hair clippers.
Well, they're both. No, like they're
Well,
microphones.
they're
We're
microphones
just
on a
being
lip balm.
fancy.
On a lip balm. It's just easier to hold them that way. I saw influencers doing it and I was like, wow, genius for once.
Peak
I'm like,
mic setup.
actually,
Thank you.
yeah, right, exactly. And this says, generally the volume of, I'm just overwhelmed in general, the volume of negativity that I have to turn it off to keep my sanity. Yeah,
That's very normal.
that's sort of like the thing. That's what unmasking, that's what our podcast was supposed to be from the very beginning and was, I think. It was kind of like us trying to like express what life is like being like, you know,
In the midst of it.
yeah, like young women in the midst of like this world sort of turning super sour and everything going crazy. And I think the first season was a lot like that, and then things sort of started like, you know, picking up pace at
Yeah,
work.
I think I just got tired from the news more than you did, and you still were like, let's discuss the news, and I'm like, but what's the point? It's just gonna be more news and more bad news and more news, and they shift so fast. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of what I got really tired with that, especially being in the like media and news business. You see how unstable it is, and especially with Trump being the fucking president. Like, I think most people know that his tactic is literally like throw everything in the wall and see what sticks, and like what people are gonna focus on is like him making a Pearl Harbor joke, when talking to a Japanese ambassador or whoever he spoke
Yeah,
to
yeah.
recently. And people were like, "Ooh, that's bad," or like, I have an emotional reaction to this," and I'm gonna totally like not pay attention to something like boring and
Yeah.
important that he actually like did quietly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, I just felt like constant chasing tails, and I
Yeah.
think like if when we redo unmasking in some way, I would like it to be less of that, like more
Yeah, yeah.
maybe slower pace topics than like
Yeah.
reactions to like what's happening in the world today.
For sure. I think that it definitely needs to be like less reactionary to like to news coming out like in that time, but more just like reactionary to how things influence us and how like what's happening makes us feel. So not necessarily like, oh my god, did you see that like US it attacked like a school full of children in Iran or something, but more of just more so like I don't know, there is a war in the Middle East now and people are freaking out about World War III and we are just kind of over here enjoying spring because well we're in Ukraine.
Yeah, and after this winter, it's honestly like I've never been happier when I saw little leaves. I was like, oh, it's always worth it. And I think also in Ukraine, we find it just a little bit funny when, there's been so many memes, I feel like, early when the war in the Middle East kind of like picked up recently, when people were like, oh, Ukrainians early 2022, when we were like, close the sky over Ukraine.
Yeah.
Ukrainians now, please send somebody from Ukraine to teach us how to hit those things from the sky. Anyone?
I also like love that, it went from like, oh, Ukraine doesn't have any cards to like, hey, can you teach us how to deal with shaheds?
Yeah, can you deal us how to teach with shaheds? And also,
And
can
also
you deal us with how to teach with shaheds?
can you teach us how to deal with
yeah, and
shaheds?
also like, can you explain to us how you like were able to stand up to Russia's fleet and for like all of their martial, what am I trying to say? Like all of their like sea force that they have that we have none. Like we like Ukraine is actually pretty weak in that sense, but we've actually been able to have our
Thank you,
ports
Dan.
working
We
and
got Dan gifted 5 memberships to our
thank
channel.
you.
Thank you, Dan.
What does it mean 5 membership?
5 memberships is like well, people can use stickers because I've added those like cute little.
Oh,
you
okay.
weren't here for that anymore.
No.
We have like little stickers that you can like use as a. Can someone please show Masha what stickers are?
Are y'all Jewish? I'm technically 25 or 24 and something percent Ashkenazi Jewish.
I'm 11% Ashkenazi Jewish according to my 23andMe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did one of those. Yeah, sucks to be you, Dan.
I turned my gifts off. See, I think it's there are a couple of trolls that just like wandered into this live that consistently keep repeating that we are liberals because they don't understand that America.
But also, like, what does it does it make us bad? Like, if we're liberals, let's just for the argument's sake.
Trolls.
No, but why? What? I'm genuinely curious. I'm leaving the floor for discussion. You're lesbians, lovely. Honestly, I wish. Wish.
I also feel like men find that an insult, and it's like, dude, like I would love to be a lesbian. You know why?
Nothing more. Nothing more. I would want.
Men are so like disappointing in so many ways.
Well, especially in a country where I feel like under so much stress.
Yeah.
Like I give men a lot of the benefit of the doubt in Ukraine, but like to find somebody mentally stable in a country at war is really hard.
So be a lesbian. So be gay. Like that's not quite how it works because like I'm not attracted to women, but
I am attracted. I just like not to the point of dating. Like I find women very attractive.
No, I think like women beautiful. I just don't want to sleep with them. You know what I'm saying? Or like make out with them.
Yeah. No, I've had a little bit of. It doesn't matter. Like I used to call myself bi-curious when I was a teenager.
Oh.
But that's as far as I've went.
I feel like everyone that I know has at some point been bi-curious except for me because like I'm just so not like as in like I find women beautiful. Like I can tell you like oh my gosh that woman is beautiful.
I mean, a nudist beach full of women sounds a lot better than a nudist beach full of men.
True. More comfortable,
but also just like more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can scare me more than just a bunch of naked men.
We're all probably going to be destroyed. Yeah, I agree with you. Probably because given the state of the world today, that's what it looks like. But I want to circle back to the like, are you lesbians thing? So for some reason, men who ask that usually think that it's an insult, right? And I feel like it's such a sad question because
Maybe
like
he's genuinely curious. I feel
because
like
like
I see the world a bit in a lighter way than you do.
well, you deal with a lot less trolls than I do. But I, you know, like I think that most women would answer to you saying they actually genuinely wish they were attracted to women and they could be lesbians because it just sounds like such a nicer existence. Oh, I look like a lesbian. What does a lesbian look like? It's so funny.
Glasses. I think it's the glasses that give us away.
Give us away.
Yeah, I mean, I
Away.
think that's why they asked. We both have glasses and we're sitting closely,
Oh
looking
no,
with
it's also
some love
Masha because I
towards
look, you know, like I
us,
my,
like back.
yeah,
Well, I
and
technically
like I
had
kind
that
of
too. I
like
just had a
am
nap.
so I'm masking this, okay?
Unmask.
At least like hey, you get the compliment of femininity, you know, like you would be the lipstick.
I would be the
in our
and now
union.
you're patting me, so there. Yeah.
I know, no, you would be the well, actually, I don't know. I feel
I
like we
like that
would have
some
to
people
switch.
are like, do we tell the trolls that you had a husband at some point?
Well, I mean, he still exists. Like, you know.
Well, you just don't have him anymore.
Well, no, we're not divorced yet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We haven't
that's
gotten,
true,
yeah, we
that's
haven't gotten a
true.
divorce. We're actually very good friends.
Did I tell you that my ex, not married, but we had like a de facto relationship, so it's as close to marriage that I've ever been, is actually gotten engaged.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, and I had many mixed feelings about it, because I don't want to be with him, nor I wish anyone
to be with
that fate.
I know.
But I also felt sad because I'm like, well, then his grandma is now like her grandma and like their family now, and I
yeah,
really
I
liked
know.
his grandma. She was
Yeah.
badass. Like I really liked hanging out with
You know,
her.
sometimes like some of my past relationships, like I don't care about the man, like as in like I completely dislike him and I'm like not interested in ever being
But
with
his
him. But it's
mom-
like I'm jealous of the family because they had such a good family, and also how did they come out the way that they did with that family? You know, it's
Oh no,
so
for my
sad.
ex made absolute sense. Absolute sense. It was a yeah. It was a bit of a. It was.
Tell us something that you actually like about Trump. Well, the fact that he's really old and likely will not survive much longer.
I think Trump is a great manifester. Like if we talk about like the whole manifestation thing, because the dude literally like bullshitted his way into the power. He bullshitted
yeah.
his way into the money. Like
Oh no,
he
he's
literally
a good salesman.
Yeah, like
will tell-
I
but-
respect him with like what he's achieved
actually-
in his
No,
life.
he's not a good salesman actually, because he does have like more bankruptcies than anyone can count. But I will
but
say
he believes in himself like no
he's-
one else.
He's a good marketing person, as in like he knows how to sell himself.
Yep. He knows how to present himself, and I think he's genuinely sure that he's great. And that gives him a lot of, like, power, because a lot of smart people are like, should I say that? Should I do that? He doesn't think that. He just does.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing stops him. There's none of those thoughts.
I love the mic holders. I love that everyone keeps commenting on it because I was genuinely so like excited to use this. I saw an influencer do this and I was influenced for the first time in my like existence because this is genius. It's so much easier to hold them, and it also like looks powerful, you know? Like it just looks powerful.
Who did Big G?
I don't know.
It's also very small. I've never felt this old
He took
in my
the
life.
fake it till you make it,
like-
literally.
yeah.
I know. Or the majority of the population is just kind of dumb. I wish I didn't miss sometimes. What? And you talk about America. Well, everyone's talking about America these days. I was also trying to tell people on YouTube the other day, like Americans who are like, who are like divided on politics and were like upset at me for like holding a specific opinion. And I was like, dude, I'm currently living in Europe and there is no one who's divided on what's happening in America.
No, we
As in,
all
like,
see it clearly.
We're all in agreement. Yeah, we're all in
America is
agreement.
growing up.
And it's like, you're a liberal, you're a Democrat. It's like, no, dude. Like, I am just
No, we
looking...
genuinely have empathy for what you're going through.
And I'm looking at it, like, with a clear perspective, as is everyone outside of the U.S., because we actually get the news here.
Yeah. I mean, actually about the news, how do you... Have your news consumption shifted in the recent times?
These girls are maniacs.
I want
think about that song.
Yeah, I want like a song that, you know, like if we get a gift, a song turns on and we have to like dance. There was a period of time when the whole NPC trend was
Masha,
going.
actually-
I thought it was the funniest fucking thing.
When we reboot unmasking
Yeah.
for the next season, our like tune, like we have to get the maniac thing.
Okay,
Like,
I'm sure we can get ChatGPT to like
to like make it
change the words and
Or
re-record it by ourselves.
like something so that we don't have to like actually pay for the rights
Yeah.
of this very popular song, like hundreds of thousands of dollars that we don't have. But point is that like I think that's a perfect intro. Oh God. Yeah, I know what you're looking at. This is a troll.
Okay.
He's saying that he's almost.
I didn't get that.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like I've just had so many trolls.
See, I think I'm so scared of trolls that I just don't read much, like, of the comments under my videos. Like, I never did. I would, like, read only the one that felt, like, genuine, and then I would respond to them, but the rest I would, like, genuinely ignore.
Oh no, I mean, like, see when
No,
you
you like to fight trolls.
It's not that I like to fight
No, you
them.
like to
Is that
fight
like when
trolls.
you engage with them, things get so much funnier.
No, but see, but you like confrontation. I don't.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Okay.
Watch movies at home? No, somebody
Usually through OSINT. Oh, how do you how has your news consumption
Oh, yeah.
changed? My news consumption, changed a lot actually. You know what?
You can show your notebook. Do you want me to bring it? Which one?
I'll bring it.
Okay, it was just hard, I think, for you to get up.
Yeah, but I'll be back.
Okay.
You entertain, you know.
I can say how my news consumption has changed. Well, it stopped. It stopped for several months. I barely read any news. What's the name of the lady who likes to fight trolls? She seems cool. Yuda, her name is,
Yulia.
in case you wanted to know. And my name is Masha, for those who are joining us only now.
I feel like for the people who haven't been here, we just need to tell them that this is not what our podcast is.
Oh no, this is not what our podcast. It feels
Well,
kind of similar to our
yeah.
podcast. Let's
But
be honest.
We had a podcast where we were sitting on the couch, kind of like now, but it was like very, very like nicely produced with like
You can
three
check it out.
camera
It's called
yeah.
unMasking Podcast. It's still there.
I mean, we're the YouTubers are on unMasking podcast, so it's our unmasking.
Well, the TikTokers are not.
Yeah, it's called unmasking podcast, and it was actually quite good.
I did switch. Honestly, the question is like if I switched over to comfort content instead of news. Honestly, I stopped being able to consume anything. Like it's gotten to this point of burnout that I've only was watching like anime and just animated films and cartoons, because watching anything with like drama or anything that has like real human emotions was too much, because like my empathy was just not working. Like I was getting really tired from watching it and being able to like put myself into the situation. So it was a lot safer to watch about like ninjas in the past or something. I actually watched a really good anime recently. It's called Apothecary Diaries. It's fucking amazing.
Oh, that's cool. I've never really watched anime much. Like
I have several recommendations.
Sometimes.
My sister is she's a Gen Z, like a proper Gen Z, so she can. Yeah.
I'm loving Harry Potter glasses. Yes, I'm loving them too. They've been with me
I
for
need
the past
different
like
glasses. I don't
7
like
years.
these ones.
I like them on you. They
Really?
look cool. Yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend said he doesn't like them, so. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, my content consumption changed as well. Like for some time. So like I'm actually like I did a lot of political analysis for work. So when I quit my job and I sort of like went back to doing design consulting, which is what I do right now, but I don't have like a full-time job. I just sort of do it with like my old clients and stuff. So I'm kind of like
Love the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses. Sorry.
yeah, I love the Jeffrey Dahmer glasses too.
Especially with the slick hair. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is a vibe. But I honestly, I saw. Sorry, I totally cut you off.
ADHD.
But I saw a funny reel recently where it was like, I don't know why, but with my old age, I'm turning more and more into the weird like social media guy, like
Old
a mustachy.
age?
No. But like a girl was just saying that like the older I get, the more I turn into like a creep on the social media, being like, you're going to the shower without me, like saying all these type of
Or,
comments,
like-
but like genuinely saying them.
Yeah, or like hi beautiful.
Yeah,
knock
like,
knock.
Yeah, stuff like that. And I'm like, honestly, I think I speak more like that with my girlfriends than I ever did before. So yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, I kind of feel you on like the news consumption. At some point I stopped consuming the news at all, and I sort of because like I don't know, I quit the job and I was like, I'm burned out, I can't do this. So my TikTok algorithm and like my algorithms in general just sort of switched to my hobbies, and I like a lot of kind of like I love fountain pens and I love like drawing and I used to draw with ink. And so all of this stuff came back and I was like, wait, I have all of this stuff in my little drawers because like that's just what I do, like watercoloring and like whatever. So I started drawing again and I started like my entirety of my content is just stationary talk. And it's so funny because like people are now like discovering it and it's like blowing up and I'm like, oh, like so prices are going up, upsetting. But I'm happy that people are sharing in this hobby. So at some point, I figured I do want to stay connected to the news and I do want to catch up with the news. So here's what I did: I combined my hobby and the news. And no, I wasn't helping the fascists. Trust me. There's like a bunch of MAGA trolls in the comments right now, being very upset and calling me, calling us. Calling us liberals because for them, for some reason, that's a massive insult. But we're also not in the United States, so it's not like we're one party or the other.
It's genuinely like you have this scope of opinions or you have that scope of opinions, and I think
Also,
that's
like,
as
you
far
know,
as it
trolls
gets.
very often ask me, like, Biden or Trump, and I'm just like,
Neither.
Neither. It's like, why are we in the geriatric Olympics? Like, I think that
Why is there still no age restriction?
Yeah,
Why is
like,
there no age restriction? There's age
retirement-
restriction for like how like how old you have to be.
Yeah,
but not how old you can be.
I think, honestly, to run for the president, like, your cutoff should be the same as for Social Security benefits for retirement.
Yeah.
Like, and even that is a little too old. It's like, I think that...
What's the age for the
It's like 64 or 68.
I think, yeah, I think
But, like,
65 is a safe age, that like past 65,
Yeah, but
like if you're not supposed to be, I don't know,
Yeah,
flying
Masha.
planes, you shouldn't be,
Yeah, but
be in
Masha,
charge of a country.
If you're running at 65, like you're gonna be
Yeah.
you're gonna be 69 or 73 depending on how many terms.
Yeah.
So I feel like 40.
No, it's already very late.
Like literally 40s, like late 30s, early 40s is like prime, like maybe late 40s
well,
as well.
I think in Ukraine you have to be like 40, right? To like run for presidency. Like you can't be super young either. Like you have the age where you have to be old enough.
You can like run at 38 or something like that. I think it's like 35 and above. It's just like no one ever
still
gets
35.
taken seriously at 35. But I think that like
But we don't have the cutoff age of like, you're 70 so you can't run, but you have you're under 35 and you can't run. So
also,
like why are we
but
what's the
also,
ages in here?
None of the Ukrainian presidents have ever been like old. You know what I'm saying? Like old. And also, if you look at the European leaders, they're all like in their 40s, early 50s.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
mainly
literally, it's just
empires.
It's only like in the U.S. and like in other empires where leaders are like in their 70s. It's like,
Well, because it's
like,
yeah, because they are not releasing the power.
Well, you don't trust your grandpa to take a picture of you or like use the internet. Why are you trusting them to run a country?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't. My dad is towards his 80s. My dad still hasn't grasped the concept that you cannot trust everything you find on the internet. He's like, I found this recipe on the internet. I'm like, where?
Oh, my grandma does that.
Well, yeah, because he thinks it's like a newspaper. Like,
yeah, my grandma also, like, one of them downloaded TikTok. Wait, like, one of my grandmas somehow managed to download TikTok. She doesn't know how to open her address book, but she somehow downloaded TikTok. And then my cousin created an account for her. It's like the user 127 whatever, right? But so she now watches, like, videos on TikTok. And now she calls me sometimes frantically telling me that, like, there is a pipe that burst in, like, some neighborhood in front of the opera theater. Because she saw an AI of that, and she like literally thinks the city is flooding and stuff. And
I've been tricked by AI just because I forget that they exist.
like,
Like
dude,
I
my
find a
grandma-
funny video of like a dog, and I will send it to my mom,
but
and my
dog-
mom will be like, "Dude, you know that's AI, right?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that."
Dog, but like also not the news, right? And so anyways, I will tell her it's not true, and then she'll get upset because she's already called all of her girlfriends and told them that this is happening. And like, yeah,
That's why we need the mark of like made with artificial
with AI.
intelligence. Yeah.
oh, thank you, Dan, again.
Yeah.
But also, so I combined my journaling hobbies and keeping up with the news. I decided that for me to keep up with the news, in a sense, I need to like make it fun.
It's a really
So
pretty notebook.
I made it fun. So this is my journal, and one of them is like an ink journal, and the other one is I kind of print out news headlines, and then so I'm actually a trained designer. I have a degree in print production, but I used to work as a creative director, kind of like a, think of it as a creative manager for like in IT. But I love layout design, and so I kind of like do layout design with headlines every day that I find to be like the most important or the most like striking that day. And so this is how I've been keeping up with the news.
What type of news do you lean towards? Like, do you have a focus that you find more interesting?
I mean, honey, like politics is always my thing, right?
Yeah.
Because
See,
like,
politics just, it does not interest me.
well,
Like, there's so many, like, new ones I feel like that you need to know and understand and find interesting for that to actually, like, tickle your fancy. Like, I find, like, environment news a lot more interesting for me. Like, especially, like, with smaller, yeah, like, medias that do,
I
like,
mean,
interesting
you
content
know,
around
like
that.
I kind of like I put some headlines about like innovations in like science and stuff, but it's like I almost want to build a story with these headlines to sort of like if someone were to like my idea is like obviously no one's going to give a hell about my journal in like I don't know 50 years, but like if someone does find it or if someone is interested, it's like it's here and it's kind of for like historical safekeeping, right? Because also like there's so much like history rewriting happening right now and stuff like that that I feel like it's important, but also like even if you read these headlines like day after day, you kind of get you kind of get a story. And so like I will do like some AI some like advancements in AI that are like scary or like things like that or some medicine things like I don't know.
Ooh, actually, we haven't spoke about that. I'm curious what your opinion on
Yeah.
ChatGPT and stuff.
Oh God. I loved Claude and I was so happy. And then, Palantir wanted to buy it. Claude refused to sell themselves to Palantir, and then Palantir bought it anyways because they found a way. And I'm like, of course. And like a company named after like the omniscient, omnipotent I is just like scary in its own right. But also, did you know? So, like, I had a headline that I saw the other day that was like basically about GLP-1s, like Ozempic and stuff, and how they're bringing back diseases that have been like cured
Do you know what's
since
funny?
the
I actually
17th
know
century.
absolutely nothing about this topic because I just find it so bizarre and
Yeah.
like
Well,
I
it's
think
because
it's just
it's people who don't need it who are like actually participating in who are like actually using it. But there is also like the oh my God, I'm so interested in GLP-1s, not for like
yeah,
the
like not for
actual.
actual purpose that people need to
Yeah,
use
yeah, yeah,
them,
but
but for
like
like
general,
dieting and
but like generally, like it's an interesting subject to me based on like how this diabetes drug for people who are like morbidly obese who can't lose the weight but need to has become like a mainstream thing for like people to just get skinnier and lose like the puff
but you
and
know what's
stuff.
interesting I think is that we're gonna soon shift towards like a different beauty ideal because if you think about it historically whatever was the hardest to achieve is the ideal and if now that everybody can look the majority of people can look the way they want to look so like minus 5-10 pounds or whatever uh people maybe will finally get towards a different body ideal and not like big ass small waist and
Yeah,
you kind of just like
but
the particular type
on
that's
that
been
subject, there is actually something like. Did you see that Jubilee episode with Jillian Michaels? It's like going viral right now. Okay, so you know what Jubilee is, right? It's one of those like
it sounds familiar but it's not clicking.
it's like a Democrat influencer is surrounded by 20 Republicans debate or like anti-abortion people 20 anti-abortion people are like surrounding
Yep, yep,
one
yep, yep,
yeah
yep.
yeah and so they like debate basically, right? And so this one Jillian Michaels is like a celebrity trainer, but she also has like a really meh reputation because she's part of MAHA, which is Make America Healthy Again, which is a very like an organization that like I guess at its core, the message is good, but in its actions, it's not necessarily great. And she also had this TV show, The Biggest Loser, which is like people who are like severely overweight, like lose weight, right? And like
Yeah,
what
they
they
had that.
show, yeah, what they show, like it's just like her character is like really mean and like people consider her derogatory, and it's like I can't stand her, yeah. So, but the thing is, like most people can't stand her, right? But then she went on Jubilee and she was like debating 20 body positivity activists. And she actually, this was like the first time where I was like, I hate you, but I agree with you on almost everything that you're saying because.
I respect people who can prove their point
Well,
like in a strong way.
she was very respectful and she was coming at it with like from a place of concern and like actual medical data, and people who were coming at her were coming emotional because they were overweight people, right? Like people who are severely overweight from this
And
like body
who
positivity
struggled,
community.
yeah, with like
Yeah.
losing the weight and just
Well,
accepted who they
not
are and like
well, not even. It's just more of like they were like, well, the word obesity is offensive, and she's like, what do you want me to call it then? And they're like, fat. And she's like, fat is okay, but obesity is offensive. She's like, do you
Yeah.
understand what obesity is? And she's like, well, this term obesity, what does it mean? And she's like, that means that 35%, that you have more than 35% body fat. And she's like, by what measure? By like BMI or DEXA? These are like not true. And she's like, no, it means that 35% of your body is comprised of fat. Like, it's not any index, it's just like it's numbers, right?
Yeah.
And she was like, her claim was basically that like you can't be healthy at any size, because if you're like morbidly obese, or if you have like a certain index of obesity, as in like you're higher than something, then like you are way more prone to heart disease, fatty liver disease, like all of these things. And these activists were basically like telling her that she's wrong, but not backed by data. And she was like saying that the body positivity community started as something good, but actually became like a very dangerous thing, because it tells people that it's okay to continue growing, and continue being obese, where
No, I
it's
think in
and it's
general,
healthy, and it's like,
yeah.
as in like, it's okay to love your body, it's okay to love yourself, but it's also you also need to understand the dangers of certain things, right? And the body positivity community, in my opinion, I agree with her actually,
It
is
could be very toxic.
is
Yeah.
perpetuating this thing where it's like, where you can be healthy at any size, but like you can be, if you have a hard time walking, or if you get heart palpitations, or
Yeah, if
like
you're
shortness of
snoring
breath,
when you're sleeping because you have all this weight pressing
but
on
also
you.
like shortness of breath walking up the stairs, like that's not healthy, you know what I'm saying? And as in like, in
But at the
general,
same time, I do agree. Like, we're not saying that like all body positivity is wrong, because like there are,
no, like the
like there are
idea.
people who are a lot bigger than like the norm that that we're conditioned to imagine, and they could be very healthy, and like
Yeah,
healthier
yeah,
than they would be if they would have lost like all these pounds that they
yeah,
think they need
yeah,
to lose.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think an
but there
important
is a,
shift that happened societally when like body positivity came into the light. Because I remember growing up thinking that like it doesn't matter how I feel as long as I'm skinny. Like, like
yeah,
my
yeah,
hair can
yeah,
fall out,
yeah,
but at least
yeah,
I'm skinny.
yeah, but
So here I think
the thing
we've
is,
shifted too far into the other
the
direction.
the core of the yeah, 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 the core of the message was good, but it's like the way that it's been executed now is really bad and really dangerous. But also the thing is, there is a difference between physical health and mental health. Like, we used to not care about mental health, or about like physical health at all, and we would like do anything, and mental health, right? And now we're like super prioritizing mental health, but we're like putting physical health and like not even on the radar. Because like, for instance, so I'm overweight right now, right? I'm overweight for what I'm supposed to be. Like, I'm 5'2", and I've gained quite a bit of weight since I moved to Ukraine. And like, I already have knee issues, and I will tell you that before I gained the weight that I did, like, my knees and joints are dealing with a lot more now. And there's like a lot of other things that are happening that my body is just not used to, because this is not the type of thing that I'm going through. And it's like, there's sort of this like stigma that like people who are overweight to any degree, they're lazy, right? That's not true. That's not like, that's why like the body positivity community also started to be like, hey, some people can't do anything about it, or it's much harder because it's
Yeah.
like hormonal,
Yeah,
and
it's
like
not
whatever.
about like you
Well, like,
eating too much.
yeah,
It could
like,
be a medical thing. It could be a bunch of different reasons.
yeah, yeah, it's like, for me, right? Like, you've seen me eat. You know how I eat. Like, I
Yeah.
barely, like, generally, like, I have a very low appetite, like, historically, as like a person. Like, I actually have to remind myself to
ADHD
eat,
as well, yeah.
because ADHD. But like, I have hypothyroidism, and so sometimes my hormones go poof.
Yeah.
And
Now you're
there's
gonna gain weight even from air.
but now I'm not gaining weight from air, but I have the hardest time losing it, right? But the thing is, like, I still recognize that I don't hate myself. I don't hate my body. I
You
don't have
dress
like,
nice to your body,
yeah,
like
like, I have a harder time understanding how to dress for this body, because I'm like not necessarily super used to it, or nor do I necessarily want to stay in it for that long. It's like a transitionary thing, right? So like, and I genuinely have a harder time styling things, because it's like the things that I like don't necessarily look good on me at the moment, and I have a wardrobe full of stuff that I love that just doesn't fit me. But
yeah.
at the same time, like, it doesn't reflect on my mental health, but I also do understand that it's like, I can't, like, I need to do something to like, to at least try to like manage it, because I don't feel comfortable. And I don't mean like visually.
No, I know what you mean.
I mean like,
It's like when you bend over and you can like I think for me it was a very distinct moment. I've gained weight when I moved to the US really fast, like in like
Yeah.
2 months, I think I've gained like over 10 kilos. Like, like it was a spike like in hormones, and it was like stress and all these things. And obviously I was eating like shit because I could finally see all of this American food that I only seen in movies.
I
And
have
I was,
Hashi and hypo, yeah.
yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, yeah. Those things are difficult.
But yeah, I remember when I was like bending over or I was doing something and I could feel like my body in a different way than I'm used to. Like, like I could feel like my stomach like rolls, and not in like a bad way, but it was just interesting to like, oh, I have that. Like this is it's affecting,
Well,
like I can feel myself differently. My body feels differently.
well, for me, it's not that. It's not even like, it's not even, yeah, like there are certain things that I don't like how it just feels like in general, But I mean, like, physical health wise, like, as in, like I can walk less floors, like before getting a little tired and needing a break, or like I can't like walk as fast as I walked before. And it's like I'm not like super overweight, right? But it's like I probably have like 5 to 7 extra kilograms, right? Which is like not little, but like not like crazy,
No,
right?
yeah.
So but that's the thing, it's like I feel it. So I can't even imagine how much stress it is on your body
Oh, I
to like
cannot
have
imagine.
40 extra
I cannot
kilograms or like
imagine.
30 extra kilograms, right? So it's like one of those things. And my knees feel much worse now. And like my knees are screwed to
I
begin with,
like
but
how
it's
we
like,
turned into like a retirement communication. I was like, oh, my knees, man.
oh, I know, but
Oh, my
also, but that's
knees.
unmasking. That's the whole point, is that you take
Yeah.
something from the world, like the Jillian Michaels thing, and you discuss it,
Yeah. I think it's also really hard to eat more than like one. I was just saying that people are writing that they eat like one time a day.
Which is also not healthy, to be
It's
honest.
bad. I mean,
Yeah.
it's bad for your like blood sugar spiking, and
But it's also because your body is constantly in a survival mode.
yeah, because it doesn't
Yeah.
know when it's gonna be the next time it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
get food. I think like
yeah.
the healthiest I
So it
felt
stores fat.
was when I was working in a kindy.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you. The healthiest I felt when I was working in a kindy, and this is a bit TMI, but like I would go to the bathroom at the same time, like because I was in such a like a routine. Like I would have breakfast at the same time, I would have lunch at roughly the same time, I would have dinner at roughly the same time, and my body was so safe. Like it felt so much different. Like I lost a lot of that like inflammation, just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
water weight that I've held on for several years,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
couldn't go anywhere. Like I look at pictures and videos of myself from that period of time, and I just look very sick. I look very inflamed. I look
Well,
very
yeah,
puffy,
yeah.
and just
Well,
like
that's kind of how
swollen.
I feel right now,
You
It's
look
like,
a lot better now, honestly, than you looked.
well, yeah,
a bit,
but it's
yeah.
also because like I've like, well, when you last saw me, it was like before I went to North America and before I had a break. I was like going through a massive depression spike, and I was just like everything was going wrong. But in general, like not accounting for like for that, but for like the weight gain, it's just like that's how I kind of feel. Are you Zoomers? Oh,
And
yes.
also, somebody asked how your husband and your kids are doing.
My child.
Yeah, your child is here. Very quiet.
Well,
Very quiet.
I don't have children.
No husbands.
I don't have children.
Well, you technically have a husband.
I
don't have a husband.
we're not divorced yet, but like we're
I don't
friends.
have a
He's
husband.
doing well. I think he's I spoke to him a little while ago. He's doing
That's good.
Cindy, I have four pod creature and Masha. Does that count? And Masha
Yes,
has
I
a
was
4-pod
suddenly-
creature and me.
Yes.
Does that count?
This is the family.
You have Cindy that counts as a child. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
technically dogs are like perpetually like toddlers, right? 2-year-olds. They never grow past like an intellectual. I wish we could like put a camera angle on her like
I mean,
on
I
her
think
face.
we can. You can turn one, and I can turn the other. Oh, no! That was a mistake. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. It's because it doesn't. Here, let me.
Oh no!
Oh
Oh no! I broke everything.
no, you didn't break it.
Okay.
It's just like it. Like here.
Oh,
It's just
yes,
very.
fair enough, because it's at the mic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're
So
not
that's
gonna
why,
touch it.
Yeah, that's
We're
why
not gonna
moving it
touch
is
it.
not good idea.
It's
But Sinichka, come here, Baba. Come to
Mama.
Auntie Masha.
Aww. Also, somebody was saying that our mics are not plugged in on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I
because
know.
it is plugged in on another
TikTok,
phone.
yeah.
We're doing it on TikTok and YouTube. So if you really like us, you can watch us on your computer and on your phone.
Yeah. You can have us in both places. Hey, cute puppy. Yeah. Well. Oh my god, I love when her face is like shot at that angle because she's so funny. Do you want ASMR people, Cindy?
Спасибо, спасибо.
Mm-hmm.
This is
That
the
was
content we all deserve.
that was Frenchie ASMR. But you know what's funny? Like, so when I first started going live to like do news about Ukraine, we would do like lives that were like hours long, right? And at the end of the live, when I would be like, okay, I'm going to bed, people would be like, can we do Cindy ASMR? And it would just literally be me putting Mike next to Cindy and petting her, and she'd be like snorting into the
Aww.
microphone, and people loved it. It was hilarious.
Okay, should we take some questions from the classroom?
Yeah, let's take some questions from the
I'm gonna
classroom.
quickly grab some water, and
Yeah.
you can start.
Okay.
Sinichka.
Okay.
Yeah, very nice. Shit. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's funny. Also, like, I'm so uncomfortable at the moment. Oh my god. Okay, here. Whew. We are ready. Did the dog come from America? Yes. She did. Well, she came from Ukraine to America when she was 5 months old. And then she came to Ukraine when she was 3 or 4. Because, you know, I lived in New York.
Why did you get her from Ukraine?
Because I wanted a piece of Ukraine. I wanted a part of
Aww.
Ukraine. I wanted my dog to be Ukrainian.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm. What does your routine look like? Oh.
What does our routine look like?
We don't have a routine at the
We're
moment.
trying.
That's
Actually,
kind of...
let's talk about it. What does your routine look like right now?
Oh.
Like, do you have any?
Kind
Is
of,
it
but
okay
it's
that
not...
I'm laying down
Yeah,
like
me
this?
too. So I need to, like, stretch my legs a little
Yeah.
bit. So my routine at the moment, what does it look like? So I came back from North America recently. I was there for 3 weeks, and I had a really great sleep schedule. I was going to bed at 11 and waking up at like 8, but then I came back to Ukraine, which is 7 hours ahead. Well, now 6, because you guys did daylight savings and we didn't.
Oh,
Yes.
that's true.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, when it's time to go to bed, it's still like 4 p.m. in North America, so I can't go to bed. And now I don't think it's jet lag anymore. It's just that I formed a horrible habit of not being able to sleep for like a very extended period of time. So I think I'm gonna like take a lot of melatonin tomorrow, because I have to walk Vatra tomorrow and I can't like oversleep that. So I'm gonna take a lot of melatonin tomorrow night, and I'm gonna try to fix this because I really don't like it. But generally, I walk my dog. I work at night because I do like consulting for the U.S. right now, and it's in U.S. time. So
I mean,
I work at night.
That makes sense.
And yeah, that's kind of my routine. I'm trying
you
to
journal.
I journal. I'm learning. Well, I'm relearning how to draw, and
Do you have like specific time? Like, do you like journal in the morning?
No, I journal in the evening. I don't like. I'm an evening person in general. Like, I'm such a like grumpy person in the morning.
I get really anxious in the morning, especially lately, since I stopped having like a full-time job and like a really active schedule and moving to the Western Ukraine. I have been really waking up really anxious, because I wake up and I'm like, I don't know what to do with my life. And it's not even that like I don't know what to do with my life. It's like I feel like I have so many things that I've been struggling with the concept of potential. I'm like, I'm not living up to my potential. I'm not living up to my potential. I'm fucking potential.
But I feel like everybody is struggling with the concept of potential these days. Like,
I think especially, maybe, I don't know. I feel like I've always struggled with it because like I'm a high achiever, like, and I already have done a lot of different stuff. So now I feel like, you know, the bar is this high. And I think it was, maybe I was saying that too, that when I am abroad, like when it's Australia or Ukraine, it's less pressure because I feel as an immigrant, you know, like it's already hard enough to just be there. So I get off my back a lot more. And then here in Ukraine, even though it's arguably harder to survive and like be mentally well and just overall well.
Mentally well, yeah.
I am a lot harder on myself. I'm like, well, who cares that
But
you've just been through an attack and your dad is going through stuff and all these things?
But
You should be able to just pump out content because other people are able
But
to
I
do
also
that.
feel like it's just sort of like the state of the world right now is generally like really bad. In a sense that like everything feels like a lot more pressure because I feel like there is a lot of like dooming going on. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the pace is picking up, right? Like I'm
Oh,
not.
yeah.
It feels like the pace is not slowing down, which I think you might like this. I heard this concept recently, which I think is really interesting. That when industrial revolution happened, right, and we moved from the farms to the factories, for the first time in human history, the concept of like physical activity as a leisure time or something that you need to do in order to stay healthy
Yeah.
came up.
Oh, yeah.
Because like you don't move as much for work, so now you have to actively choose to move your body to stay healthy. And now we're coming to the point in time in history where we have to choose cognitive activities in order to make our brain fucking work, because we're outsourcing all of the decisions and everything, like not
To AI.
to AI. So our like we literally are struggling making decisions, and like I feel like a lot of people are saying the same things, like I feel insecure, not even insecure, like I just like I'm not sure, I don't know, I feel very confused, I feel very foggy, I feel all of these things. And of course you do, if you're outsourcing every decision that you make to a soulless box that doesn't actually have a mind. Like it's literally like ones and zeros that spat out something that you should find appropriate.
How do I wait? Sorry. My mod from my normal channel, Grumpy, we love you. He just messaged me and said, "Yulia, for the love of God, make someone a mod on YouTube." And I get community moderation on.
How does that work? Can somebody
particip-
explain that to
wait,
me?
No. It's like I need live chat moderation. Oh no, but I need to like make because like a mod can basically like kick people out and like stuff like that. So Grumpy,
Is somebody being shitty?
many people there. Grumpy. Oh, Carlos, add as moderator. Standard moderator, I guess, or managing. I don't know. Can Grumpy please reveal himself somewhere on YouTube? These fools even talk. Oh, Grumpy. There we have Grumpy. Add as moderator. I don't want to give Grumpy too much power. He's going to boot everyone. He loves booting people. He's from Newfoundland.
I think it's so cool that you talk to people, like I feel like about people, you have a two-way conversation, because I feel like very often when you create content it's very one-way. So it's really cool that you're
No, but I
open.
love this because otherwise it just feels like I'm talking to myself, right? So it's cool to like, that's the thing. It's like when I came back on live, it felt like I came back. It's like as if like I haven't been to class in a while, and then I came back to college and I saw all of my friends. You know, like
Yeah.
that's kind of how it feels.
Maybe I should start doing live. I've been feeling a bit lonely.
I know. You should.
Well, considering that you guys are here, what do you like watching on live? Because I actually never watched live in my life, so I don't really know what people do here. Glad to see two of us together again. Yeah. Yeah, we're catching up as well. It's been a while. Ukraine news. Okay. I watch your lives.
My lives, I guess. Yeah. Hi, Kadra. But yeah, like I think I usually just like come on and I start rambling about things that are on my mind, and then we just all sort of talk, and I look at the comments, and you know,
Fair enough.
just a chill conversation. Political stuff these past 5 years. Yeah, makes sense. What's the theme of your live today? Well,
Catching up.
Catching up. We used to have a podcast, and we're bringing it back. The podcast is called Unmasking Pod. It's on YouTube, and you can like watch our, I guess, legacy episodes. They're there, but also
Legacy. Yeah.
But also, we're now trying to come back for season 3, and we want to like reboot, like full reboot. You know?
Yeah, we want to just do. I don't know. I want it to be a bit like lighter, just less pressure.
So I'm gonna ask Masha to answer this question because honestly, I wouldn't, but I feel like Masha would have an answer for you. If you guys could be furries, what would your fursona be and why?
Is furs a particular thing that I don't know about?
You don't know about furries?
I am telling you, I am not good at like popular culture.
Okay, so furries are people who identify as animals.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see.
But also like this is like, remember when Trump was talking about litter boxes in school and he was trying to make it like as if it's like a real thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. Like what animal like furries would I be?
Mm-hmm. What would be your fursona?
I think I'd like
Thank
to
you.
be I think like a lioness. But it just like I like that vibe, and I am a Leo as well. So are
I'm a Leo
you?
too.
So I think that would be like, and I think they're very graceful. They're scary.
She's a wolf.
Mm. I'd be a turtle.
I don't even know, like, I
I
think,
used to date a lioness.
can
Good for
furries be
you.
turtles? Like, I don't think so. I think you have to be like a furry, a furry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have fur.
So you
No?
can't be a snake.
I don't know, dude. Honestly,
Because
I
I
don't
feel
know
like
enough about furries.
See, I don't either. Like, can you be any animal?
I know that like, someone that I know actually.
Identifies as
No. They slept with someone who it turned out afterwards identified as a furry, and they identified as like a wolf, and they howled.
See, I don't understand. Like, I don't judge by any means. I just don't understand. Like, how do you know? Like, do you just choose the animal that you like? Like, how does that work? I'd be in. Oh, there's some. As long as it's not a Pokemon. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, so you can't be a Pokemon.
Yeah, you
Okay.
can't be.
Interesting.
No, the animal picks you. Oh, how does that work?
Is it like a spiritual experience? You know, like a totem animal? Because I've definitely had those.
But then, like, is there a ritual and become?
Because,
Okay,
like, for
someone
example,
who-
I think I'd be a
okay.
kookaburra then. Like, a kookaburra has definitely
I
chosen
knew
me.
here. What's the topic? Oh God.
Very
Lana,
deep.
right? Like the person's name is Lana. Oh God, Lana. I'm so sorry you made it here at like such a random moment. Someone is explaining to us what furries are and how one becomes a furry.
Apparently, it's a spiritual experience.
Yeah, because we don't know exactly like a spiritual. Okay, but how do you do that? Like,
I think we need to do research on our own.
Jeez. Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like, like this is what internet is for,
Yeah.
But generally, we have a podcast, or we had a podcast, and we loved our podcast, and
then burned out.
yeah, and then burned out, and then we just kind of like effed off from
Yeah.
making the podcast without
Or
saying
anything.
anything. Yeah, without really saying anything or updating anyone, because we really were like in a depression rut times like 1,000. And so today, and also this creature just picked up and moved, like to a
Yeah.
different city.
Well, I mean, overwhelmed. Like,
You needed
I
this.
also moved like to Western Ukraine, where there's no boom boom.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Because
it's
we live in Ukraine.
yeah, we live in Ukraine, and like right now we're in Kiev, where boom boom is very often. Yeah, it's an occurrence, constant occurrence, and like with the blackouts that we had over this winter, where I've lived, I'm literally like on the border.
Yeah.
With the countries that don't have war, to the point where like I can see planes in the sky.
Yeah,
Which they're not in Ukrainian airspace,
we
but
don't
I
have-
can see
yeah.
them. So like the safety and the normalcy is like that close.
It's
that
like
far
right across the
No,
border.
like we
Yeah.
walk. Like I walk my dog in this forest, and I know that by the end of that forest is literally a border.
Oh yeah, she moved. Yes, Kat. She was in Uzhhorod.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so Masha moved, and we basically. Yeah, we are, Lana. So we kind of like stopped making the podcast, and now we sort of want to be making the podcast again, because the podcast was basically like,
It was
about
very healing for us.
Yeah, it was healing, and I feel like a lot of people could relate, because we were sort of talking about the experience of like being young, like two young women in like the world that seems to be like just burning down like around
and
you.
us having to be very serious, even though
Yeah.
that we don't really want it.
And like how to navigate all of this change, and like how to navigate the crazy news and like all of this stuff. And so it was like, it was a very healing place for us. It seemed like it was quite a healing place for other people. And we sort of like loved doing the podcast, except at some point it stopped being like a healing experience, and it started being like work that you needed to show up to, because we opted into like high scale production. So it was like,
And we also started, I think, doing it like we did at work, just because we also had that experience of like, we have to prep the news
and the subjects.
And I feel like at a certain point, like I was prepping stuff that I wasn't interested in, but I felt like I should talk about, because like
Yeah.
it's the Munich conference. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
the Munich conference. I genuinely don't give a flying fuck.
But that's kind of like, I think what unmasking started as is us talking about a random thing and then talking about furries, you know,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
talking about Jillian Michaels because that's what I saw
And
on
Chuck Norris
TikTok
is
the
dead.
other
Did
day.
you see that?
Oh my
Chuck
god!
Norris
Oh
died today.
no!
I just saw it. Somebody wrote that in the thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, he died today, and I was like, wow, I feel old. Like people
Yeah.
that like we've grow up like as a commonplace name, are slowly dying
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
which is
Oh yeah, not slowly. So many, like not slowly.
Yeah.
So many like, God, like amazing actors in it.
How much ADHD do you have? A lot. At
lot.
least 2.
Which ADHD do you? Oh my god.
Which?
we have all the ADHD. How much ADHD do you have? Oh, a lot.
Well,
we
at
have
least
like
2. Like at least 2.
in this room right now. We have a French bulldog.
I think
who
she's not ADHD. She's pretty neurotypical now.
Bro, she selectively listens and she doesn't select me ever.
That's fair.
And I'm never selected, okay? But I think like between the 3 of us, including my French bulldog dog that is just like easily distracted by everything in this world, I think we have a lot of ADHD. I mean, like honestly, this is a very ADHD and neurodivergency friendly place. But yeah, so that's what I loved about unmasking is that we would start talking about like I think the best way to do this is like you pick just like a topic about something that you saw the other. Oh my god, thank you DW.
Wow, I like this train.
I know, it's so cute, right?
That was a sad comment that pointing out that earlier Masha was discussing how much an elder online person she feels like. How much do both of you feel like you're both prematurely aged in the past 4 years? For sure.
Oh, a lot.
For sure. I mean, the amount of people in Ukraine that I know who have gray hair by the age of like 18.
I have gray hair now.
I don't still, but I think I've just been lucky with like my DNA. My grandpa died with zero gray hair, so I hope that I have his DNA. But like the wrinkles are coming.
Oh, bitch, I'm so
like
jealous.
the skin is not.
I'm so jealous of the whole like non-gray hair thing. I'm like, so
But you can go blonde.
Yeah, but I don't want to. Like, the thing is, like, I did this whole thing where I went back to my natural color from blonde, and I was like, I don't want to dye my hair anymore. I like my natural hair color. And then the second that the blonde grew out, I'm getting, like, all the grays over here, and it's not like, the texture is different, so they basically stick out like antennas. It's not even that there's that many of them, it's that they're antennas that, like, come off my head, basically, and they're, like, super silver. And so I am now thinking of getting blonde highlights just because, like, it's
cover it, yeah.
It's not even that I'm like, oh my god, no, gray, I look old. It's just more of, like, it looks so not neat. Like, it's like, no matter what you do, unless you sleek it, right, like, it doesn't look good. And I'm just like, it looks messy, and I don't like messy. So, not the football player, he's okay, but I do prefer Ronaldo. But anyways, point is, it looks way too messy, and like I just want it to like not look that way. So I guess I'm gonna get like, oh, you know what I thought about? Like I looked at Jennifer Aniston's hair, and that's I think what I'm gonna do because I really like her, like because her hair color is similar to mine, and then she has some blonde on top of it, and I'm like, this looks good. Yeah, I messed up. I think I already told you this story, but I'll tell our audience. Oh. Shake head. I like that. So cute. Yeah. Oh, this gave me like the Snow White moment. I like it. Yeah, I had the most, I think, feminine experience with my haircut recently. I had a haircut in several acts, I would say. I had longer hair, and I was ready to cut it. I felt like I needed to release some, like, old energy and just wanted to do some of that. And I went to my hairstylist. Oh, I forgot the word. Wow. And I was like, I want bangs, and everybody would tell me, no, don't get bangs. You shouldn't get bangs. And then I was like, okay, well then I want something like this long, and I want a little bit of highlights because mine are fully grown out now. And but also the thing is, bangs look good on you. I
think so too.
But bangs are just a lot to like deal with. I actually didn't think that way. I actually was quite comfortable with bangs. Really? Like when it was shorter, because you just wash it and like dry it. But I ended up getting like lighter. It's a bit like it's slicked back, but like I have lighter stuff here, and I don't like it. And I ended up crying for the rest of the evening, then going to the same hairdresser in the morning and being like, please fix it, cut it shorter, dye it darker. So someone validate me as a tomato. You're validated. You're a tomato. We have validated you. Like, you are a tomato. Validated. Yeah. You're a tomato.
Twins.
Oh my god, I think this is the first time. Like, we have such different face shapes and everything, but like, sure.
But yeah. I mean, right now I can see.
Yeah.
It's the dirty hair look.
Yeah, I know, it's the dirty hair look. It's the like, I haven't
No, I was
showered in
too
a while
lazy.
look. Yeah. It's
Best
that
goddamn tomato
it's
on the
I
side of
haven't
Mississippi.
showered in a while chic.
Yeah. It's honestly, like, yet again, I felt like a bad woman in Ukraine during the blackouts because the women still looked good. Like, what the fuck? You cannot wash your hair, you cannot dry it. I've seen women do blow dry, like, stuff over a boiling pot.
Oh yeah. I know. I've seen like there was a guy
Like, boiling pot, and they would, like, style their hair over it.
Yeah. I saw like I saw this video on United 24, I think, where like a guy was helping his girlfriend blow dry her hair, and it was like him holding a fan to a working stove. Oh my god, look, this is so cute. Sorry, the TikTok like gift animations are really, really cool, and I haven't been on TikTok for a while. I started going live for the first time in like a year, 5 days ago. So many things changed. Hi, Cheryl. So many things changed, and like we look like cousins.
Yeah.
Sweet home Alabama. Sorry.
We should do a karaoke night.
I know. Just like, people give us like
Random
topics.
words. Yeah, and we'll find songs for that.
I know. But anyways, Eastern European folklore is disturbing and scary AF.
All folklore is disturbing and scary
but I
AF.
love Eastern European folklore.
Also, I feel like you'll appreciate it. I saw this TikTok done by my friend, and I thought it was the most interesting point of view that I haven't heard in a long time. She was like, why are we called immigrants when we move from Eastern Europe to, let's say, like, Western Europe or America or wherever? But when people from Western Europe move to, like, Ukraine, they're called expats.
Oh, it's
like, what the fuck is with that?
Yeah, it's because like when you're not running away from poverty, you're an expat.
Not many Ukrainians ran away from poverty.
Oh yeah.
They ran away from war.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'll tell you, most
yeah.
Ukrainians lived worse in Europe than they lived in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, no, but also like even like Ukrainians that I met in like school who are like wealthy AF, and their parents just like sent them there for college to the United
they're not
States.
immigrants.
Yeah, it was like, oh, you're an immigrant, and it's like,
and you're like, honey, I had a driver and a cleaner my entire life.
They're expats.
And I know so many, like,
especially
foreign
German
dudes.
folklore.
I know so many, like, foreign dudes who came to Ukraine and they have nothing to their name and they're like, I'm an expat.
Oh, Masha, you know what my favorite lore is these days?
Oh,
okay, so when I lived in the US for 14 years, for those of you who don't know, in New York, right? And every single time that I like...
You're a creep, Julia.
I love that.
I'm a creep.
And I'm a weirdo.
It's karaoke night.
Anyways.
Dobry вечір.
Dobry вечір.
I love the...
But so when I lived in the US, like, in New York, anytime that someone would find out that I'm from Ukraine, an American man, the first thing they would ask me is, have I found a rich husband yet, right? Because obviously that's what I'm after. So, that green card and like that citizenship and that rich husband, right? Because I'm Eastern European, right? So anyways,
but you kind of have to.
But wait. Anyways, right now there is this thing where a lot of American men come to Ukraine and they figure out that actually getting a Ukrainian citizenship is literally so difficult.
I think it's harder than America.
It is harder, and the thing
which is
like,
the funniest thing in my opinion.
It's not enough to get married. You have to have a child, and that child has to be like a certain amount of years old before you can apply.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like if you're just married to someone, it doesn't cut it. Like you have to like have more reasons, right? So like if you have a kid, whatever. So now a lot of like American dudes who come here as soldiers, and there are a lot of American dudes, they want to stay here and they want to get a citizenship. So what do? They find Ukrainian girlfriends and they get them pregnant. Okay. And
I'm a furry.
Oh my god, Masha. And they get them pregnant. And so now when I meet American guys at a bar and they tell me they're American, you know what I do? Did you find a wife yet? Did you find a Ukrainian wife yet that you can get pregnant? Because never in my life did I think I'd be holding a passport that someone would try to like marry me for, and like Yeah, it's just really,
Oh
really
no,
funny.
I actually had several times the conversation with some of my foreign friends of like, Masha, if that would be necessary, would you like, can we get married so I can stay? And I'm like, I can consider it. I mean, I never thought I'm gonna be on this side of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Um,
That's my whole point. It's like if anyone told me like 10 years ago that like American men will try to like
marry
marry
you for
Ukrainian,
Ukrainian
but also
citizenship.
but marry Ukrainian women and like literally get them pregnant on purpose so that they can get a citizenship, I'd be like, yeah, crazy. And now 2026, this is
Doesn't look as crazy.
oh how the turntables, oh how the turntables.
Oh yeah. I mean, I so for those who don't know, I lived in Australia for 4 years. It was it 4 years. It was a bit longer than 4 years, and I ran away back to Ukraine, just because it felt right. But realistically, lately I've been like, Australia doesn't look as bad. It doesn't look as bad. It looks far.
I mean,
Looks far, far from everyone.
Australia looks like the only place on the one of not many places on the planet right now where there is like no crazy far right rises or like no crazy
I mean, they
political
have.
things, but you have spiders.
Oh no, honestly, dude, I honestly am getting to the point where I'm getting frustrated. But by this point, when Ukrainians say you have spiders, you have drones. You have
Okay.
drones and Russians and blackouts. Like, you know,
Okay.
we have so many more
Yeah.
scary things
Yeah,
other than
Masha.
spiders.
But technically, this is like
Spiders don't want to actively kill you.
Yeah, they
They're
do.
just doing their own thing.
No snakes and like, dude, the amount of like crazy crap I see in Australia when I watch random videos of Australia is like it's like there's like snakes falling out of people's like freaking attics and shit. But like the thing is,
I can promise you that happens in Ukraine as well. People just don't give a fuck.
okay, but that happens a lot more in Australia, and like
Probably.
even kangaroos want to kill you. Okay, they want to drown you. They're not cute, furry little creatures.
They're
Koalas,
they're a bit scary.
dude,
Koalas have
koalas.
chlamydias.
Yes,
Yes.
that
You're
was
not supposed to have sex with koalas.
that was the saddest thing. Like not because of obviously like okay, not furry related business, but like just koalas are so cute. Why are they like super spreaders of chlamydia? But
I mean,
anyway,
in general, they're a weird animal.
I know, but so like, but so here is the thing. Like like in Ukraine, technically, drones are temporary, right? Like the war is gonna end at some point, like at some point.
At some point.
Okay, but like this is not indigenous to our climate, you know. But like all the like life
But
that
do you
isn't
think we're
human
gonna get
in
to the
Australia.
point where like it's actually gonna be safe in Ukraine? Which I've
I
heard
don't
some
know.
people say that in their opinion, Ukraine is safer than like most other countries at the moment, and I'm like, kinda.
Because we know what to do with it now,
Yeah.
and like it's sort of like
It's not an unknown thing.
yeah, and also like our crime rates are like very low, like in a sense of like you know
I mean, crimes, unfortunately, at least from, I might be wrong, but from what I remember reading, is that crimes are still mainly done by men, especially like crimes of like
yeah,
anger
but I
and stuff like that.
oh yeah
And a lot of men who are, I think, more could lean
PTSD.
towards that
Yeah.
are not in the cities. They're at the front lines.
But also in general, like we don't necessarily have nearly as many like break-ins or robberies, and we
no.
never did. Like Kyiv is a safer city than like a mugging and like petty
I wonder
theft.
what that is. Why that? Because it's not like we realistically have like better equality or like better system of protection for people,
yeah.
or like we barely have like unemployment fees and stuff like that, so it's not like people can survive otherwise. But I think people are just less entitled, like they
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
less the
people are
world
less
owes
entitled.
me
Yeah.
stuff in order, so I'm gonna just go and take it because I feel like
Yeah.
I supposed to get it.
Yeah. That's definitely the case. But yeah, speaking of Australia, it's like
Men.
I saw the funniest thing, and it was basically like this. It was like a joke.
We do
right?
still have curfew,
Yeah, we
but
do.
I actually lived for the last half a year in the city that doesn't have curfew, and it's slightly upsetting because nothing still happens. Like, there's no curfew. You can go to like a pharmacy or like a shop or a McDonald's, but that's kind of it. Like, there's no parties or no anything.
But so basically, what I was gonna tell you that I saw that I found funny was like a joke, but I'm sure it happened to someone. It was like an American person immigrating to Australia, and they're like at their interview, and the person is and like the interviewer is like, "Do you have any criminal record?" And the American responded, "Is that still required?"
Oh, that's funny.
Because like any criminal record is it still required?
Yeah, Masha in Zakarpattia. I love that people can write that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, living in Zakarpattia has been really interesting because Living in Zakarpattia has been really interesting because it's a very multicultural area because of the influences from different countries, because you know that area has been under different countries and different empires. So there's like Hungarian language and Slovakian language, and like you can go to the market to buy some vegetables, and like their sellers will not be speaking Ukrainian. And so I feel a lot more at home in that sense. But no, she don't get it. I
She
don't get
get
it.
no. She like the okay. So they think you didn't find the criminal record straight. It's just kind of like
I
when
don't.
you make fun of Americans for like the super typical things. It's like I'm sure that she's heard these jokes so many times that it's like not. She's
I
like
think I'm
haha.
also a pretty bad person for like the stand-up trial stuff, or just like for jokes. I don't laugh. Like I find things funny, but I don't laugh. I only laugh like kind of. I laugh from others people laugh, which I've noticed quite a while ago.
Cindy,
So I don't.
Cindy, please don't stand near the cactus. Cindy, come here, Baba. Come here, Baba. You don't need the cactus. Come here.
Where's
Come
the
here,
cactus?
Baba. Right there.
The weather is very nice in Zakarpattia, absolutely. I'm actually a bit sad because I am going, like, I came to Kyiv and it's actually a lot colder here. And I literally packed stuff that, like, was appropriate there, but it's less appropriate here. And I was, like, yet again asking my younger sister if I can borrow her jackets, because it was the same when I moved from Australia. And I was like, I don't have warm jackets.
You have younger sister. You can borrow stuff from, and it would look like very, like cool.
Well,
and
she's
trendy
taller,
and fashionable.
and yeah, she's
Well, she's
taller.
not that you were tall. You're 5'8", no?
I don't know that measurement system. I'm like 160.
No, Masha. You're not. You're like 170. I'm 160.
No, I'm 168. That's right. Sorry. Yeah, 168,
Masha,
170.
I'm 160. You can't be. You can't be 160.
I need to check my eyesight.
Me too.
Somebody asked me if I по-закарпатски шпрехаю. I do a little bit.
Do you?
Well, like there's a lot of like words and phrases. Like for example, like jam, they call like lekvar. And like yeah, just like a lot of random phrases and words that never made sense to me before, but now I actually know them, which is funny. It's kind of like when I moved to Australia and I started calling biscuits bickies and service stations like like fuel stations like servo and like things that I didn't think I'm gonna start saying, but I actually started saying them regardless.
Yeah.
Are y'all into astrology and numerology? Absolutely.
Nope,
I think
she is.
I think astrologically we're in a very interesting period of time. Oh, you started this. I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but I think, I mean, first of all, today is spring equinox. So today is the first day of like proper spring and actually being done with winter, which is very exciting because I don't know what about you. Join my fan club, absolutely. I don't know what about you, but this winter was really long for us, and it really feels like something is shifting, and like these heavy
equinox,
energies.
You say.
Yes, spring equinox, the 20th, which is today, I believe. And also we just had the new moon in Pisces. And we're also coming out of Mercury retrograde, which people say
I call it Mercury retrograde.
Mercury retrograde, and only people from Kyiv will truly understand. But yes, I think just
Spring.
a lot of things are shifting and changing, and I think we can all feel that. And I think actually I had a knowing about a ritual that I wanted to do today, but I didn't end up doing it. But if you're still more than able to do that, so I can share my knowing. I got distracted.
Knowledge.
Sorry. It was not even knowledge. It was literally the knowing. I woke up today in the morning and I was like, okay. So I think planting something intentionally would be very healing. That you literally like, I'm putting this effort into growing something. And also, that was more for yesterday, but today I think you can do it as well, of putting some salt, and like when you're pouring salt on this plate, you just like thinking of it, absorbing all the negative stuff, and all this like bad woo woo things, and then putting. I also have scissors from like my great grandma that I like are very special for me, and potentially putting scissors on that salt and genuinely imagining that like you're cutting cords with like all the shit that's pulling you back, and it's negatively affecting your life, and then maybe you can have a shower and just like visualize it all washing off from your body and washing off from your life. And like I am a woo woo girly, but I have
Very woo woo.
I am a woo woo girly, and I have
Very
really I have really felt the difference when I started consciously cutting cords like from people that I was really ready to let go of. And I think while it could be really hard, it's really important to create space for new stuff. You guys are filthy. We're so filthy.
You filthy animal.
Yeah, filthy animal. Somebody asked, oh, let's hear some Ukrainian pagan songs. Oh, I wish, man. If somebody can teach me some Ukrainian pagan songs, I will learn them and I will sing them. I just don't know how, honestly, where to find it. I'm sure there's some communities that do that. There's a cool, actually, media that's called, like, Vydoki, and they do, like, a seasonal, like, magazine about Ukrainian traditions for different like periods of time. I can send it to you. It's really cool.
That's cool.
So they go on for like all the like dates and then like some songs and traditions and things like that. So I've been not really practicing, but learning a little bit. Somebody asked comparing living in Australia versus Ukraine. I don't think it's comparable. Like
Yeah, but it's kind of like the same as like I don't think New York is comparable to Ukraine,
no,
right?
it's
But
just
you can
very
talk
different.
about like cultural differences. That's the thing. Like I think like my I've said this so many times and I will continue saying it. It's like cucumbers taste like cardboard in America, and when I moved here and I was like, my God, cucumbers have flavor. Like genuinely, cucumbers have flavor.
But at the same time, I was talking to my friend Lucy who lives in New York, and she's like, just go and buy yourself some fruits and like some berries. And I'm like, sweetie, it's January. There's no berries. We don't have things like that because they're out of season, because they don't grow like in Ukraine during this time. Oh my God, hi. So I think we're here are more accepting of the natural passage of time.
Do you want a cucumber?
Sure, I want some water. I'll cut the cucumber, so I'll get. You talk. You can
Okay.
compare your experience of. How would you compare New York to Ukraine, or like your life?
I mean, it's very different. See, like I think that like the biggest thing that I'm struggling with is that like I get bored really easily, right? And what I loved about New York is that you can like dislodge yourself in any area, and you will find like cute stores to go to, and like cute like as in like you I could walk from my apartment to the water in Williamsburg for like 45 minutes, right? And like there would not be a single area where nothing's going on, and like in Kyiv it's not like that yet because obviously like the city is not developing as fast. Yeah.
Okay.
There is one zucchini and one cucumber. You have to figure out which is which.
I'll figure it out. This looks like a cucumber.
Okay. Okay, good. Yes, I would love a cucumber. Thank you.
A whole one?
Well, half for you and half for me.
I don't want.
You don't want a cucumber?
No, I'm full.
You were just cutting a cucumber for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. She's cutting a cucumber for me.
What a lady.
But yeah, in Kyiv, it's like, obviously it's like not developing as fast because of war, but also like, it's just a different, I don't know, I miss New York in some aspects. Also like stationery stores. I just miss Yeah, it's like I miss stationery stores. I never thought that like this would be one of the things that I miss like the most. I just want to have a stationery store. Like I found
think you should open one.
I found a stationary corner. Okay, but like, yeah, but the thing is, like, because of the war, it's like people don't necessarily have like free, disposable income to like buy washi.
Teenagers.
Dude, but washi tapes for $5, like, no one's gonna pay 400 hryvnia for like.
I'm sure you can find cheaper ones now.
But I don't want, like, I want like normal, like good quality, like nice stationary things. That's the whole point. I found like a stationary corner at a mall, but it's small and it's like they rarely get imports of like new stuff. Oh, thank you, hi, Darlene. Oh my God, good to see you. Darlene is from Scotland. And oh my gosh, I got a haircut in Canada. And like my hairstylist was Scottish, and it was so funny because I think she was like trying to code switch at first and sound like more Canadian. And then I was like, "Where are you from?" And it felt like she literally was like just like dropped a mask, because I guess like Canadians have a hard time understanding her because Scottish accents can be like, different. And it was like so funny because she like told me she was from Scotland, and like she's like, yeah, my accent is not really strong anymore because I've lived here for a long time, right? And then the second that she said that, her like full on Scottish came back, and it was great. It was like so amazing. I cannot believe you're literally cutting a cucumber for me right now. That's so funny. I love cucumbers.
My love language is acts of kindness.
Nice.
So I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, mine's gifts.
I know.
I'm Australian, and when I visited you, cucumbers here.
So what were you saying about Australian? I'm Australian, and when I visited Ukraine, so different. I think Ukrainians are very nice. We do have that difference of niceness.
She's obsessed with cucumbers
Is
and
she?
watermelons. Yeah, like you can feed her. Look at how.
Well, I have
funny
a little.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Oh, thank you,
ASMR.
Dan.
ASMR for cucumbers. Yeah. So I think Ukrainians
Give
are
her a normal
Oh,
cucumber.
sorry.
No, here, this one here. Here.
Okay, I'll give her this one. That's funny.
Kat says, "Can we see it stop?" Kat loves forcing me to give Cindy more treats.
Oh, cat.
I don't put anything on a cucumber. It's because this
Oh, it's so good.
is perfection.
Yeah, it's so good, and it's not even like the super ones that are in season, the little baby ones.
Yeah, but
that
these
from
are
a
like,
garden.
But these are like classic Ukrainian smooth cucumbers.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't like the prickly ones.
No, I like the prickly ones. They usually are even sweeter, but like
I
they
don't
have
like
to be
the
little.
prickle.
They have to
I
be
don't
little.
like the prickle.
The best cucumbers I've had were this summer when I lived in the village, and I literally would walk like to my neighbor and buy cucumbers from her, and they still had flowers on them, like they were that fresh. Oh my god! And they were like little. They're like kind of like pickly, not pickles, like
prickly.
Well, prickly as well. But yeah, actually, I feel like a lot of people, going back to the Australian thing, a lot of people think that Australians are very nice, which they aren't. Like not in the not in the, like a bad way. Like Ukrainians are genuinely nice. They might not come across as nice right away when you meet them. They will be like more colder, and like they need a little bit more time to like actually open up. She really wants your cucumber.
So, I'm gonna feed her a cucumber, but are you both twins? Why do people keep thinking we're twins today?
I think it's the look.
Sydney. No, it's okay. Sydney.
Yeah, people are watching.
Okay. No, this is a really cute thing.
Nom, 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 nom.
No.
Oh,
No. She loves cucumbers and watermelon. Wait till
a
watermelon,
watermelon,
is in season.
yes,
Yeah.
watermelon.
She like fucking loves watermelon. She would kill for watermelon.
I don't know what to do with my dog because I love her very much, but she's also a handful. Like she's like a proper child, and I need a job that I like. That I'm not at home all the time. Yeah, Latusha.
And she can learn. Yeah.
She's getting better, but she needs like I cannot take her with me. Like to jobs, for example, like to work, for example, because she's like, she jumps at people. Like she's very reactive. So
she can learn.
She can learn. I know. I mean that means that I need to teach her, and I don't have a bandwidth to do it right now. But it's not like I'm giving up on her. It's just more of I'm have to be more precise with my work. Because like I don't want her to sit at home alone and to do nothing all day and be sad. But I actually am thinking that when she has puppies, I might just keep a puppy and then she'll be happier.
Like 2 dogs?
Yeah. Nothing works better than 2 dogs, right?
When you're already overwhelmed with one?
Yeah. Was the candy bad? Oh no. I missed something about candy.
I don't know.
Folk Village Museum in Ushgrad. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, see the candy. Who's speaking in our window? Creepy. Nobody's speaking in our window.
It's just a troll. There's like a particular kind of troll that likes to write that type of stuff, or like, oh, look, there's someone behind you.
Oh, that's scary. Don't do that.
Masha, someone's offering us 900, I don't know, cents.
For what?
For one of us to...
Do our hair?
Yeah.
You can do my hair for free.
Yeah, but like...
If you guys pay, she can do my hair for sure. But I think she can do my hair for free.
$900 super chat. I have a hard time believing that.
Honestly, I'll take it. I'm in debt. You can do my hair. What do you want to do with my hair?
No, like, listen, Masha, I'm aware and I'm willing to do this for you. My problem is I don't believe this person.
Yeah, and we need proof.
Yeah, we need proof.
How can you prove? And also, what do you want me to do with my hair? Because honestly, at this point, I'm down to experiment.
I can braid your hair, but like the thing is, here's the thing, sir, ma'am, they, them. I don't believe you. So, and Masha does actually could use a helping hand in terms of paying off some things that have been a lot. So
yeah.
So
somebody's asking, why didn't we say that we have a job?
You don't need our donations. In that case, dishonest what? We didn't ask for donations.
No.
Like, what? There is literally a person who's like, I'll pay you $900 to do her hair. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
would you say no to that? It's
especially unspecified hair requirement.
I can braid her hair for $900. Like, I'll braid her hair for no bucks. But like, point is, why not?
I'm just answering that we're from Ukraine, but she lived in the U.S. for like a decade, and I lived in the U.S. and Australia for nearly a decade. So be honest and say you don't need the money. Well, who's saying that we don't need money? We need money. And we pay rent, we pay for food, and unfortunately, we don't have enough donations to not have work to do all these things. So we do work to make money to live, like most people.
Yeah, we're just not bathing in it.
Yeah. Where is the tea? Cindy. Actually, I would like some tea. Tea would be good. We need to make some tea.
Oh. Cindy, come here, baby.
Even billionaires want money. Exactly. That's why they are billionaires, because that's pretty much the only thing they want.
I'm sorry.
I was also listening to this podcast today, and it was a really interesting topic of like why people want to be wealthy, right? It's not just because of money and like the resources that it provides, but it also gives you social credit. That like, what you do for work, and if you're wealthy means that you have more social credit. And it's interesting because in different periods of time historically, you could have avoided, like that one path that we have now of like career or money in order to be valuable. For example, if you were really religious in the times of like peaks of religion, you could have influence just by being very religious. And now you can't really do that. And I was really sad when I heard that, because I was like, well, what if I don't want to play the game of capitalism? Like, what if I don't want to do that?
Did you remove the wrong person? Because I think I know that you wanted to... I know who you wanted, yeah. But I think you removed someone else as well.
Oh, lovely.
I told you, when Grumpy has the power of kicking people out of the stream, Grumpy takes it
very seriously. Do you like coffee more than tea? No, I like tea more than coffee lately. Coffee gives me anxiety, and especially since my boyfriend is really into like the Chinese tea, like the proper like tea ceremonies. I've really gotten into that, and that's been really fun. To have a proper setup and just like intention, and not like passively drinking a huge mug of tea, but like actually like pouring it and yeah, being like more mindfully present and just feeling the difference of like, you know, the first time you pour the tea through and then like the fifth time, like it's just it's interesting. Yeah.
Wait, so I just remembered that like a while ago, you were asking what the emojis are for memberships. Can someone please show Masha what the membership emojis are? Like, you know how you can send those special like sticker things on YouTube? Can someone please send a bunch of sticker things on YouTube?
Who are these? Who
Grannies?
these grannies? Oh,
Masha, I
oh,
kind of love the idea of like, you know, maybe
us
we...
aging together. Yeah.
Oh, dude, like,
You
oh my
know,
god, you know there is a castle in Japan that's being sold for $60,000. Technically, we could like probably like
we can swing it. Like if we
we
work
can like
really hard,
work
we
really
can work.
hard,
We
yeah.
can work on it.
And
We
like
can do
Masha, it's
lives like 24 hours a day. We can do like a week.
it's 8 floors. It's in
Non-stop.
the middle of nowhere, and also like you know what? It's not far away from Kyoto either, and
My
like
sister would actually live with us too.
yeah, dude, like no, Kyoto has a 12-story stationery shop. It's called Itoya, and I like really want to go there.
Are you mom and daughter? Please don't ask stuff like that. That's just rude. No matter how you look at it, it's just rude.
Bruh.
More of a cousins thing.
Sweet home Alabama.
No, it's just the glasses. I actually, if you have any
Masha, it's
suggestions
also the
on what
fact
type
that-
of glasses I should do next,
Masha,
because
I don't think it's just the glasses. I think
It's
it's like
dirty hair.
that we have dirty hair, the glasses, and like you know, at least you kind of put like some effort into dressing up
oh no,
today.
I literally
and,
put a
like,
sweater on top of the t-shirt so it looks colorful.
yeah, but like it's more than like my little ensemble.
The dog
here.
is French bulldog.
Yeah, it's a French bulldog. It's a Frenchie.
She's lovely.
You all are either 20 or 40.
That's
Well,
exactly how it feels. That's exactly how it feels.
Sometimes it feels like we're 80. Well, it depends. My knees hurt today, so like
My
I'm
hips
inching
hurt today.
towards 80.
I drank one glass of wine yesterday, and that hurts my hips.
It's actually hilarious because we're somewhere in between.
Yeah. I want a Frenchie. Who doesn't?
Oh.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
Did you worry when getting hurt like about the respiratory like stuff that they have, like, you know, like the hardship with like breathing, especially when
No,
it's like
because
hot and stuff?
so she doesn't have a brachycephalic syndrome, so she can breathe. She like her
okay.
breathing is normal.
Cool.
Which is funny because she apparently has like a really short like nose canal,
Mm-hmm.
but at
So
the
she
same
snorts.
no,
Like she does a little
like,
bit of like.
yeah, but like, have you heard French bulldogs? They're constantly making noises.
yeah,
like
yeah.
she doesn't. She's
No.
quiet, you know, and she like breathes fine. It's like when she's like walked a lot or ran a lot, she's hyperventilating, and it's like hot or something. But like I do too, you know, like I hyperventilate when I'm like walking fast and it's hot.
The dog is just like, you can see her ear right now.
Where
That's
is
the
the
dog.
dog right there? They just pee everywhere. Nope, Cindy hasn't. Well, I'm not gonna say anything, but Cindy has been like very, very good for like the
while.
past year.
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. Slacking today.
Yeah.
How unoriginal.
Everyone wishes Frenchie.
There are 115-year-old boys on YouTube. I'm 13. Oh my god. Grumpy. I love Grumpy's commentary behind the scenes.
I want a Grumpy in my life. I just want somebody to like manage.
I mean, like, listen, Grumpy is available.
Grumpy, are you available?
I mean, like, not like that because he does have Mrs. Grumpy. Okay, her name is Joanne and she's lovely.
Oh, that's great.
But like, but Grumpy is a former firefighter. Well, I guess once a firefighter, always a firefighter. But like, Grumpy is a retired firefighter from Newfoundland.
So he now helps.
And he's
people.
my friend.
Aw.
And like, I met him online, and as creepy as it's gonna sound right now, so Grumpy is 60 something. I keep forgetting how old Grumpy is, but Grumpy is like 60, I think, something. And Grumpy's great. I love Grumpy. He looks like Santa, and he curses a lot.
Grumpy will wear you like a suit.
Mrs. Grumpy will wear you like a suit, and Grumpy said that. 68. Grumpy is 68, okay?
Aw.
But Grumpy's fucking amazing. Like, first of all, he's like killed my image of Santa because he literally looks like Santa, but he also curses a lot and
that's
like
funny.
kicks Russian trolls and stuff. And he's, you know, he's a firefighter. Like, have you met a firefighter? You know, like they have a sense of humor.
They're good.
Okay, it's like a dark sense of humor. So like now, I see Santa. Okay, I see Santa on video. Okay, but like Santa is
He's dead.
Santa is filthy.
Oh. Like a sailor. Yep. What do we talk about?
What are you ladies yapping about? Hello from Texas. Hi, Texas.
Hello, Texas. My friend is actually moving towards Texas. My friend just recently got a job with SpaceX, which is her dream.
But
She's gonna be really
Elon.
wealthy.
But Elon Musk.
But space.
But Elon Musk.
I know, but space.
But Elon Musk.
I don't support nor deny. I'm very proud of her because,
No, I'm
as
proud
you
of
know,
her
that
too,
like
but like
she's
Elon
Ukrainian,
Musk. Yeah.
and to work in any space related field in America, you have to like jump through like a
Oh, you can
ridiculous
assu-
amount of hoops.
Wait, sorry to assume your gender. Oh, you can assume our gender. I mean, like
What gender do you assume?
No, that ladies. Ladies.
Oh.
No, but yeah, no,
You
we're
assume
fine.
away.
Yeah,
Assume
I mean,
away.
like, we're fine. Like, I find that, like, people who get offended for being called the gender they look like without specifying that they prefer something else are, like, ridiculous. It's like, I'm happy to call you whatever you want me to call you, you know, like, and use the pronouns, whatever pronouns you want me to use, unless they're, like, you know, like,
as long as you specify.
But also,
as long
no,
as you
no.
specify
Okay,
what you
but,
want
like,
me to address you and not be
okay,
upset
but
that I
like,
didn't know that just by vibes.
But I draw the line at like ridiculous pronouns like oh, my pronoun is like uni/corn, you know, like it's like I don't even know how to use that in context or in a
Yeah, I don't
sentence, so it's
understand.
like I'm not gonna do that.
Explain. Yeah,
It's
explain.
like because it's like they them, right? Like they went,
Yeah,
I
but
gave it to
uni-
them, so it's like uni went, I gave it to corn. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's just
No, that's
too
way
much
too
brain
hard.
work. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
way too hard. I'm sorry. I'm
It's
just
like-
not gonna refer to you. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'll have to just
exactly.
avoid referring to
so
you.
it's like I'm okay with they them, I'm okay with whatever, I'm okay with whatever, but it's just like please don't make me do like an insane amount of work for just like saying hi to you. And also like unless you've specified that you prefer a pronoun that is different from what you look like or different from like a typical pronoun
Yeah, I
a
think when
person would
people get
use, like
upset
don't get
that you
don't get
assume-
offended. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really like it's frustrating when people get upset with you for assuming their gender, but because like we're humans, right? That's how our brains work. We look for patterns, like pattern recognition, and we like, oh, you know, these things come together to look like a woman. And it's not an assault, and it's not meant to be like anything bad in any way.
Yeah.
So that was not a very nice comment.
I don't know. Are these trolls or what? What are these? Who? Toolshed interest. Oh, I think Toolshed used to come to my lives, and then I don't know. Maybe that's my memory is not that great, but I feel like I've seen that before.
I don't know.
I think I've seen this one before.
Four Eyes, lovely.
And I didn't like the ending. I mean, that person is like I think literally like 13 or something.
Aww.
Yeah.
This is a riveting part of this conversation.
Yeah.
Wow, smart and beautiful, very rare. That's better. But better.
Also not rare. You know, there are many like smart and beautiful and fantastic women out there.
Yeah.
So, I think before we go, because it's been like 2 hours.
I've enjoyed this. We should do this more often.
Yeah, we should. But so, Masha and I are gonna continue doing unmasking. We don't know yet when. Maybe like we should probably like we should probably like actually give ourselves like a start date and commit to it, so that we don't.
But I think we also can do it in the form of lives and just uploading it.
Yeah, but also lives have like a different sort of we can talk about it behind the scenes. But like I actually like your idea of going to like a cafe, ordering like coffee and like whatever, and literally doing it from there. Why not?
It might be a bit like louder. Thank you.
Well, but we have these. They're noise canceling. So like, you know, I think it's actually a good idea.
We can try.
Yeah.
And then while it gets warmer.
What are these microphones? It's a microphone
mic.
on top of a lip gloss, like
and a hand cream.
Yeah, see, because
we're just very creative.
No, I saw an influencer do it, and I was influenced.
Is it Julia Tymoshenko?
No.
Because I've seen her do that too.
Oh, I haven't seen her do that. No, it was like some like fashion, like American TikTok, like my TikTok FYP, you know. But I just thought it was genius because it's so much easier to hold them. You know, that's the whole. Yeah, I also love the idea exactly, right?
It's
because like
microphone.
It's a lot easier to hold this than like this thing, right?
Yeah. It also just looks more stylish.
I know. It's like I feel like whatever, blah blah blah. Okay, I was confused at first. So anyhow.
Yeah, we're planning to pick up the unmasking pod again because we both need it.
So if you're not
you guys need it. Yeah, make sure to subscribe. Subscribe to Yulia.
Subscribe
how do you pronounce your handle?
Yulia.
Yulia. Okay.
Yewelee.
I don't know why in my mind is like Yev.
Yeah, Ukrainians do that for some reason.
Oh, it's very funny. I just realized it, and we've been friends for a while.
It's phonetic. It's Yulia. You know, Yulia.
Yeah, so follow you, Leah, and follow me under masha.go. Wow, I'm tired. Okay, masha.go.round on TikTok and Instagram, and yeah, just stay in contact
I'm
because
pretty sure that
we'll do the podcast
masha.go.round
soon.
is like in link in bio, because you know.
Probably. And make sure to write somewhere to us what you would like us to talk about, the topics, the points of views, the questions. It could be
Rick is
literally
here.
anything. Hi, Rick.
Do you know Rick?
No.
Well, he's actually Rick, but Rick, you know.
Ah!
But anyways, he's Ukrainian. He raises a lot of money for the armed forces, like for pickups and stuff like that. He's a great guy. I should like introduce you guys, and you should like know each other in general.
Yeah. Also, just in case, for anyone in the future, Masha is spelled without an R. It's Masha. Masha. My full name is Maria. I just don't identify as Maria. Well, we were talking about all the ways people identify. I don't identify as Maria, even though Masha is a Russian.
As Ma/Shah.
Ma/Shah. And I've been told, honestly, I've been yelled at before for, like, being a Masha because
Ma
it's
identifies as Ma/Shah.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, it's Russian, especially, I mean, I unfortunately have a Russian last name, so Masha Lavrova does sound quite Russian.
Especially with Lavrov being in the prime.
And his wife being Masha.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Oh, really?
Yes. Or daughter. Like, there's literally Masha Lavrova.
God.
Yeah, I know. Well, did I tell you how once my salary, like, when I worked for the Kyiv Independent, like, doesn't matter, but, like, they couldn't pay me because the payments was being blocked because my full name is Maria Lavrova. Like, they had to explain to someone that they're not transferring it to the Russian Maria Lavrova, but, like, to the chick who's, like, talking about Russians and all that stuff.
Hilarious.
Yeah. So,
What?
Russian forces track a plan and occupied Luhansk Oblast. Ukrainian forces have been really picking up lately.
Yeah.
My friend whose mother lives in Crimea said that it's never been this loud in Crimea as it's been in the last, like, month. And, like, they're actually feeling uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, you feeling uncomfortable.
That for them.
I mean, I don't want them to suffer either because a lot of, oh, sweetie baby, a lot of people who live in occupied territories are still Ukrainians, even if they're a bit brainwashed Ukrainians, they're still... Many of them stayed because they didn't really have a proper way out. So I don't want them to suffer either. Nor I want Ukraine to be destroyed more than it is by Ukrainians or by Russians, for that matter. But it is what it is. We are where we are. And yeah, we are probably going to be wrapping up in a moment. So you have, let's say, the last 2 minutes, because... Well, the last minute, to have your final questions, suggestions, compliments are also welcome.
And I will post on TikTok bulletin board when we are rebooting unmasking, and I will also post on community tab on YouTube when we are rebooting unmasking, so you guys can, you know, expect us.
Yeah, and just write to wherever our Instagram, the Unmasking Pod Instagram. You can write what you'd like to know.
You can write to Masha's Instagram.
You can write to my Instagram.
You can write to my Instagram.
You can write to Yuda's Instagram. Don't stop yourself. You can write to us anywhere.
You can, like, bark into the abyss and hope Sunny hears you.
We might hear it. We might hear it if it's quiet tonight.
Hears you.
Yeah. I'll come into Ukraine again in April. April is an amazing time to come to Ukraine.
Yeah. Also, can you tell me what the name of the person is, because I don't see that.
Dutch Cossack.
Oh, okay. Well, nice. We'll come back soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Somebody's happy that we're back, which is nice. We're also happy to be back. We were just talking recently that we've missed hanging out with you and with each other, of course, and with Sinichka.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 10 p.m. I think it's time for us to wrap up. But it has been lovely. Thank you for keeping us company. and have
Thank you, Dan. Also, big thank you and shout out to Dan for all of the memberships to the channel, because that is very lovely and very sweet. And
Yes, thank you for any and all support that you give us and your time.
well, Dan is also great in general.
I'm sure. You need to explain to me the membership thing still, but
I will.
thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Just be back for real, okay?
Yeah, we will be.
We will do our best.
We will do our best.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. I can
Yeah.
close that one.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. And then that one has, yeah.